Hey guys, it's Raquel here with her podcasts brought to you by her media group. And today I have Hesly here talking about her magic on crystals.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so I thought about making a podcast and decided to invite her because she actually has her own little business on crystals. And she actually designs necklaces, rings. She cleanses the crystals. So I kind of wanted to bring her here to explain to me, as well as everybody else who's listening, exactly what she does and how she does it.
So, first, I started the business because when I was in high school, I started to get into metaphysics and like energy and crystals and how they work and stuff. And I found this shop called Five Sisters.
Okay.
So I would go there, and then they had like these little cages where you can just put, like, you pop the crystal in, put it on a necklace, and then just go about your day.
Okay.
So I found that interesting. But then I was like, damn, like, what if you can make like your own design, right? So I just bought wire wrap from Michael's. And I just bought my crystals and I just popped them on, and that's it. So I was like, damn, like, this is nice. Because, like, I had a whole bunch of necklaces. I had pendants. I would hang them up in my room and my wall.
Okay.
And basically, years along the line, I stopped doing that. And then I got back to it because I was like, damn, like, I should sell this.
Yeah, I mean, I see you have one on now. It looks really nice.
Yeah, I have two.
And then one of the questions I have for myself is the process of a crystal. Mm-hmm. So I have some crystals myself. I don't really know exactly. I know specific ones do certain things, and then there's ways to charge them, clean them. So if you want to explain that.
So I start off the process with choosing the crystal, right? I cleanse it with sage or palo santo or yerba santa.
Okay.
And what that does is that takes off previous energies that could have been stuck inside the crystal. Then after that, like, if it's for me, I'll set the intention in the crystal. And you kind of do that by, like, you hold it in your non-dominant hand, and then you ask what you want from it, right? So then you say that twice, and then you pass it over to your dominant hand, and then kind of, like, set it in. You get what I mean?
Okay. So
what that does is that it wraps its own energy, because they're like little people. They're like friends that influence you to be like them.
Oh, I never thought of it like that. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah. So, like, I don't know. It's like a friend that, you know, like, she likes to go to school and you want to get more into studies. So she's like, come to the library with me. Let's go study.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I see you have a clear crystal.
A clear quartz, yeah.
Clear quartz? Mm-hmm. I know that is to cleanse.
Yeah. It's like, it works like a generator. Because, like for example, this one is double terminated. Meaning that it has 2 points on the bottom and on top.
Okay.
So the energy literally flows through it like a circuit. So whatever I release, like, it'll attract what the crystal wants back in, like a circuit. So it'll work like that with my own body.
Okay, and what like made you decide, because you said that you originally did it and then you went back. So all of a sudden, what made you decide to start going and creating the crystals and the necklaces and the rings again?
So I wanted, at first it was just necklaces that I did and like little decorations for myself. But then I would want to do it for my friends. And I did some for them, but I don't know, like, the interest kind of just went away. Like, you know, like, life hits you and then
things switch up all the time.
Yeah. So then,
life.
Yeah, literally. So I started again because I needed money and I wanted something that was, like, for myself. But I didn't really know what to establish under my own name. So, but then I was like, you know what, crystals, it's, like, something I know what to do. Like,
yeah, it's something you love.
Yeah.
You started doing research on it and things like that. And you decided to go back. Okay. And then, so we're in Miami.
Yeah.
I'm sure you get a lot of customers. Do a lot of the clients that come to you know already about crystals, or do they order something because it's pretty and then start doing research and ask you? Or
most people come to me because they have an issue.
Yeah?
Yeah, because they have an issue they want to fix, and they're like, yo, what can you help me with? Like, what can I get what crystal can I get that will help me with this?
Really? Interesting. Because I have a few crystals. I have done research that you charge them. So
Yeah.
you have to frequently charge them, or...
Yes. Because have you ever had a friend that just talks and talks and talks, and you yourself are drained from hearing them talk?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of like that. It's like they're helping you through it, but they also need a refresher.
And we're the ones who are talking and talking.
Yeah, exactly.
Asking them for things.
Exactly.
Okay.
So we need to like let them breathe for a little bit. So we let them sit on a full moon or charge them throughout an entire day in the sun. Or you can bury them. You can put them in salt water. Anything that's like elemental.
Okay.
Like all of the elements will help it out.
And they all do the same thing? So full moon versus the sun versus burying? Or...
There's some crystals, like for example, selenite. I don't have it with me. But selenite, it dissolves. So you can't put it in water.
Oh, okay.
But then there's like clear quartz that you can. You could go to the ocean, just drop it in, and it'll cleanse it. Or like, there's some crystals that are for like the root chakra that are more for grounding than it is for anything else. Those crystals, they work best if you bury them.
And those are like the brown ones?
The brown, black, red, any crystals that pertain to that category, yeah, you could bury them.
And what's like the most common crystal that people tend to have? I've seen the rose quartz. Rose quartz is I think it's because it's pretty. Does it do anything specific?
That's more for like to heal yourself. Like if you have a hard time opening up to love, that's what it's good for.
Okay.
Yeah, like every crystal has their own purpose. They vibrate at their own frequency to teach you what they need to teach you.
Okay. Cool. Have like a big picture or an idea of how you want to take your like company?
Yeah, I actually want to like the original thought to this. I didn't name it. Okay, I named the shop Indigo's Realm because I didn't want it to be just a crystal shop. I want it to be like a safe space.
Okay.
You get what I mean? So like it's like going to another world, but you're going to another realm, and you're basically letting go of everything. Like I like to work a lot with shadow work. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
No.
Shadow work is basically when you strip yourself of all your negative habits, all your traumas, and you gotta like face them head on. Because a lot of people just like to like hide.
Put it in the back of their mind.
Right.
Yeah. Which never solves anything.
Exactly. It actually creates more problems along the line.
Yeah.
So I like to work a lot with that. So with crystals, it kind of forces you to take out those negative aspects of yourself so then you can become better and heal from it.
And move forward.
Right.
Got it.
So like that's basically at some point along the line, I want the shop to become like a place that you could just come to like air out and then leave better.
Okay. So like a safe place where people go, look at crystals, learn about them.
Yeah.
And also, is there like a meditating type of thing?
Yeah, you can use them. Like you can lay down on the ground and like place them on your chakras. They work. If you pick crystals for certain chakras, they can help open them. Like it can help you become more balanced.
Aligning the chakras.
Exactly.
And if you want to explain chakras to people who are listening.
So they're like energy points. There's seven of them in the body, and there's 5 others outside of the body.
Okay.
So you have one like, I don't know the names exactly outside, but you have one that's like a foot under you into the earth. And that one's like the grounding one. And then you have your root chakra, your sacral, your solar plexus, your heart, your throat, your brow, and then your crown chakra.
Okay.
And they control all aspects of your personality. It's crazy. Once you start to realize like what chakras really are, like you'll see like damn, like I am like if you love too much, it's because you have an overactive heart chakra.
Really?
If you're closed off, if you're like I suffer from dissociation.
I do that too. I tend to do that often.
Yeah.
Like
you don't feel real sometimes.
Yeah.
That's because you're not grounded.
I mean, I've heard, my chakras are aligned or things like that. I don't really know much about it. The same thing goes with crystals, so that's why I kind of wanted to bring you on here to talk about it. Well, one of the cameras died. But I know that there is a lot of things that basically imbalance you in life, and then the chakras kind of, there's ways to like do things properly to align them.
Yeah, because like life hits you, like let's say you had a heartbreak, that's obviously going to affect your heart chakra, you know. So like it's going to throw you off, it's going to throw you out of whack. But I guess your job as a person would be to pinpoint where you feel wrong or where you feel out of balance, and then put it back into place, because you really can't function if you're not. And it'll bring physical problems too. Like the chakras are crazy. Like if you have, I don't know, like if your brow chakra is, you know, everywhere, you'll have like headaches, you'll have like, you won't feel good.
And what does the brow chakra do?
The brow chakra is for your intuition.
Intuition.
That's your third eye.
Oh, okay.
So it's what you'll be able to see without your physical eyes.
Interesting. So intuition. Yeah. Cool. To do, like we know you're into crystals, so.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I'm not doing much since I'm pregnant.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you.
Wow, that's a big exciting thing to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How far along are you?
I'm 10 weeks.
Nice. So how long is it, excuse my ignorance, for you to find out the gender?
I actually find out, I do the text next week.
Cool. Okay. And how have you been feeling for the first trimester?
Honestly, it's like a roller coaster. Like, it's like some days I'll wake up and I'm moody, or some days I'll wake up and I'm nauseous. Some days, like, it'll just go away in a split second.
Yeah, I've heard the first trimester is kind of the worst time. I've seen people throw up and things like that.
Yeah.
Cool. So expected, unexpected.
I mean, okay, so me and my boyfriend were trying, but it just didn't give until we stopped trying, and then it gave, and we're like, whoa. Like, I just didn't
expected unexpected.
Yeah, it was crazy. And it was like, I don't know if you pay attention to like timing, but like I mean that in the sense of like how everything plays out. So like when we found out, I was actually like already like 10 days late, and that's pretty weird for me, but I don't know, I didn't think anything of it, because I'm like, fuck it, like, whatever.
Yeah, because you were trying and it wasn't happening. Right. So now you're just like, it's not going to happen now.
Right.
Yeah. So
then I had one more test, because since we were trying, I had bought a pack of, like, 4 tests. And then I tried them all, and they all said, no, not pregnant. It gave me negative. So then I had one more test. And, like, just, like...
the last one?
Yeah. So it was, like, I paid attention to that detail. Like, it was just the last test. And then they usually tell you, take the test in the morning, so because it's the most hormonal pee you have. So I didn't take it in the morning. I took it at night, and it ended up being pregnant.
And was it something like, okay, I'm 10 days late, you told your boyfriend, and he's like, maybe you should take the test? Or?
Yeah, he had told me, he's like, take the test. And I'm like, nah, I don't want to get disappointed. Like, I'm not going to take the test. But then I ended up taking it. It was funny, because, like, his mom had called us saying, like, oh, I'm super happy. Like, we're having a good week. Like, let's go to the beach. Like, everything's going good for all of us, so, like, let's go to the beach and celebrate. I'm like, okay, whatever, I'm down. So then in the process, she lives right around the corner. So, like, it was literally 5 minutes from the call to the time that she picked us up. So while we were getting ready, I'm like, I'm going to take the test. I'm going to go pee. I'm going to take the test. So I take the test, and when we're getting dressed, we just look at it, and it says pregnant, and we're like...
I'm sure you were excited.
What? I mean, we were in shock. We couldn't believe it. It was crazy.
You probably had to take another one, huh?
No, I didn't, because I didn't have another one. But then I just made the appointment
to the doctor,
and they did the ultrasound, and there was a heartbeat. And I'm like, oh, okay.
That's awesome. That's crazy. Congrats.
Thank you.
It's crazy. The woman body, you know, that can carry a whole child
right?
inside of you, and that's cool.
So wild.
Especially since, you know, everything that you're into, you're experiencing the life.
Yeah.
The little friend, your true little friend.
Yeah, it's definitely a ritual, let me tell you, because it's like you feel like emotions that aren't yours. You feel like...
Yeah, really?
Yeah, like I'll get moody. Like, oh my god, yesterday I was getting hungry, and it like
feed me.
Yes. Oh my god, I could show you the text messages I sent him. It was crazy, because you feel like someone tugging on you, like, feed me. I want food.
Really?
Yes.
Do you ever crave anything specific, or?
There's days that I just wake up and I'm like, I want this, but it's not really like
Not like you're fiending for something.
Yeah.
Like, okay. So it's just like whenever.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever they're feeling.
Or she wakes up wanting.
Yeah. Okay, and then you're expecting, are you preferring a certain gender, or you're just whatever
Since the
happens?
we thought it was a girl.
Really? I mean, I've heard that there are two different pregnancies completely, but since you're only experiencing one and I've never experienced any, I know that I think a girl normally is like more to the bottom,
Yeah.
and then the boy, I think, is the one that's kind of more wide.
No, the opposite. The girl grows from like your back. It grows like you get really fat with the girl.
Wide. Okay.
Yeah, and then with the boy, it's just like a little.
Cool. That's awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's big news.
Yeah.
Exciting. And during a time like this, I mean,
I know it's
there's
crazy.
good
I'm
to see
freaking
some
out.
light.
Yep.
Because that's beautiful. Yeah, the life, literally life. I don't know what else to say because
I know it's crazy.
great. Cool. And then is that gonna stop? Like, are you taking a break completely from everything else once you have the baby, or?
What do you mean a break? Like from the shop?
Yeah, from the shop.
Not really. I plan to continue it. I plan for it to blow up, honestly, after I give birth, because, you know, it's money.
That's your why. Yeah, that's your why.
So, like, I don't know. I'm just trying to work on it as much as I can. I don't really have much of the energy that I had before.
Yeah, of course. That's why I figured it's kind of taking a toll in some way.
Yeah, I'm sleeping all day, every day.
Hibernating.
Yeah.
Cool. So if you are 10 weeks, you're expected
In March.
in March. Okay. So that is
A Pisces or Aries.
Any preference to either or?
I mean, they're both fire. Like, they're just, I don't know, they're too much to handle. Either or.
Yeah, you're gonna have a trip.
Yeah.
I mean, babies in general, it's definitely some madness.
Yup.
But definitely cool to experience your journey and even have it here.
Yeah.
So congrats.
Thank you.
And then that's pretty much it. So on Instagram, Indigo Realm.
Indigo's Realm with a 0.
Indigo's Realm. With a 0. Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah.
And then you have your website on the link, right?
It's in my bio.
So if anybody's interested in some crystals, nice jewelry, they really are pretty. I'm looking at it right now. I have to get one myself, but they are custom, right?
Yeah. So I make pieces just to make them, and if you like it, you like it, or you can create your own.
Okay, cool. I'll definitely need to order one. I would need your advice, so
Yeah.
I need some help, like everybody else. And that's pretty much it. Anything else you want to say?
I'm good.
I guess we could finish off with like one more question. What do you plan on doing today?
Today, in all honesty.
Going back to sleep?
Yup. Girl, you know it.
All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. Again, Indigo's Realm.
Yes.
With an O.
Yes.
On Instagram. If you guys want to go check her out, feel free. And then that's it. Our first podcast. Hopefully it didn't go too
shabby.
Too shabby. We plan on doing more. If you guys do want to hear from her again, have any specific questions, feel free to comment, DM her, DM me to DM her, whatever works for you guys. And again, thank you guys for listening. I want to thank her as well for coming in
Of course.
and doing this podcast. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.